Hey, what's up, everybody? It is February the 24th at 7:27 p.m. Just thought I'd shoot you with another video and try to keep them coming as often as I can. I've been off on these two very relaxing snow days, but I hope I get a chance to go back tomorrow. Thank you, Texas, for this this weather. I'll just say that. But it is winter time, so it is to be expected. My hometown I think they're clearing up. What's up, Memphis, Tennessee? But here in Dallas, the roads are still icy and looks like it'll snow tonight and snow in the morning. It's gonna sleet and stuff tonight, and it's supposed to snow in the morning for a little while. And I may get to go back to work tomorrow. I don't know, but no, it is what it is. But at the moment, I want to talk to you. And what's been on my mind, there's been a couple of things. Well, really, the main thing is the President of the United States, President Barack Obama. He's been the president for a little over 6 years now. And depends on who you're talking to. And you can also look at his record and say that he's done a pretty decent, above average job, pretty decent job as president. Okay, we can agree and we can agree to disagree. And to me, it's just I don't know. I don't know. It's just the president. But this was on my mind as in regards to this current president. All right. First of all, I want everybody to finally get it through your mind, through your heads, that he is not the first black president. He is a biracial president. To demand that he refers to himself as black means to deny his white mother. And I know we're not so hard for attention that we'll ask anyone to dismiss their mother or their father because we want him to be like us so badly. So he's biracial because we may get an actual black president one day, he or she, but if he is actually a black president, he will look like me or look like Don Cheadle, maybe Wyclef Jean, but it will not look like Julian Bond. I know we just want everybody know that's to be light skinned. I guess I don't know. Nothing against my light skinned folks. Love my light skinned folks as well. They can't help how they were born. I'm just speaking on this whole color thing that tends to blind our better judgment. But he is a biracial man. And please don't tell me about that one drop rule. If you read history and understand slavery, that was a very racist system that was created by the plantation owners to say, hey, we are pure white. If this N-word or this Negro has in just a drop of him, then he's not white, he's black. But we all know that's not how genetics work. And so anyway, I want to talk about something that was on my mind. It's been on my mind a while. Because again, this president's been the president for about six and a half years, and I think we have about 1 year and 6 months to finally, I guess, approach the president with a list of demands. But it takes me back to the 1930s and 40s when Harry Belafonte told of a story of Bayard Rustin and all these folks, the civil rights leaders back in the day, pre the March on Washington era. They went to have dinner with Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I believe, and they all took their list of demands to the president and say, hey, Mr. President, this is what the Negro, as they refer to, wants. And this is what the Negro demands or needs. And he, as they had tea or ate dinner or whatever, he said, okay, that's fine. That's great. He says to them, point blank, now go out there and make me do it. Do you understand what that is? Make me do it. Let me give you an example of making your politician or even the president, your governor, the mayor, the city council person the head of your housing association. Let me give you an example of making someone who you elect to represent you do it. The Hispanics in this country shut the country down because they were up in arms about how they were trying to, as they believe, mess over them, for lack of better words, when it comes to immigration. So they organized, they mobilized, they got their money together, they put people in particular places, and they made the president and these politicians, Republican and all, listen to them and hear their demands on immigration. The homosexuals made the president, made the Supreme Courts, and they're continuing to make each state one by one make them do it as relates to gay rights. I don't know what those are. I thought it was pretty ingenious for a group of people to create some stuff out of their behinds and make it law. That's ingenious. That is total BS. But they made BS law. Interesting. But they understood politics. They went out and they made the president do it. The Jews in Israel, the Jews in America, they make all our presidents fund their warlike mentality and their warlike existence. They make them send money to Israel every year, billions of dollars. I don't know what hold they have on the presidents of this country, but they make them do it. So black folks, 44 million black folks, listen to me. If y'all can share this, just kind of share this video as much as you can. Now, those are examples of making him do it. Tavis Smiley and Dr. Cornel West, they attempted to make the president address the poor, make him do it, and they were right. They were doing nothing wrong, in my opinion. But people are so caught up in the president's swagger, his walk, his ability to play basketball. You know, they were caught up in his articulation. He's supposed to be able to articulate. He graduated from what? Harvard, Yale, one of those Ivy League schools. He was educated in some of the finest institutions in this country, so he's supposed to have a particular way with the King's English, if you will. And of course, and our women, African American women and others, but particularly African American women, were so busy lusting over him that it never dawned on us in 6 years to make him do it. And so the majority of black folks vilified Tavis Smiley and they vilified Cornel West. I'm not a huge fan of Dr. Cornel West, but I am a huge fan of Tavis Smiley. And I believe Tavis Smiley was there before President Obama came, and he'll be there with us, fighting for us and about us when the president leaves office in a year and a half, in 2016. So, and this is not about Tavis. It's just me saying how much I admire and I appreciate Tavis Smiley. And I'm not saying his approach was all the way great, but I'm not going to get into the stuff that doesn't matter about him supposedly having it's a personal thing with the president and all that. Be that as it may, he was doing what Franklin Delano Roosevelt told those Negro leaders back in the 30s and 40s. He was trying to make the president do it when 40 million other black folks are standing around looking at him as if he was some kind of rap star or some kind of celebrity, not making him do a thing, while other groups were not impressed with his biraciality or him being the first anything. All they knew is he was the president. And so when you elect someone, you are supposed to go out and make them do what you elected them to do. So black folks, if you still have a problem with unarmed youth being shot and killed by the police, crime in your communities, funding for decent housing in some urban and inner cities across the country that happen to be mainly populated by African Americans. If you still have problems with particular laws that need to be taken off the books, well, mobilize, organize, and most importantly, y'all, unify. And let's go out and make him do it. Let's go out and make this president do it. You don't have to be disrespectful. All you have to do is do what the other groups did: organize, mobilize, and unify. This doesn't mean that, we all have to be in love with one another, because let me tell you this: homosexuals who are considered highbrow or wealthy, they don't mess with the broke and the poor gay men and women. But they all came together because they all wanted gay rights. Lighter skinned Hispanics who can pass for white, they don't particularly kick it with or associate with the ones who are browner or darker. They don't, but they were smart enough or politically savvy enough to say, hey, immigration impacts us all. So they organized, they mobilized, and they got the money together. Do y'all understand? That's how it works. So I was just so amazed when the so-called black Greeks and black sorority, or I'm sorry, black fraternities, black sororities, these so-called black Greeks, 40,000 of them mobilized and organized, and they made VH1 remove sorority sisters, which I didn't really see a problem with it, because I've seen and I know a lot of sorority black Greek women who wear weave, tattoos, have filthy mouths, have children out of wedlock. They're, just as ghetto as those women. So they were really projecting who a lot of them really are. But anyway, that's another video. My point is, that particular group of black folks can go amongst themselves and pick out a particular part of Americana that they didn't agree with because it only impacted them, but they organized, they mobilized, and they made VH1 remove that show. Wow, it would be so wonderful. Man, Elijah Muhammad said it, man. The one thing we've never tried is more potent and more powerful than an atom bomb is our unity. Do y'all understand? Okay. If we can drop our fraternity, sorority, Masonic affiliations, church affiliations, and all of this, and come together to make this president do what we need him to do, we'll be moving. But you know what? That sounds too much like right. But I still have faith that we can still do it. Okay? So this is what we need to do in 2015. Get the agenda. Get it together. Write it down. Don't debate or argue over who will be the head. We don't need any more leaders. We just need to come together and organize, mobilize, and make this president do it. I'm going to close on this. We were all so just tickled pink when he made this statement during the State of the Union address. I don't have anything else to prove. I don't have any more elections to run to win. I already won them both. Oh, we tweeted, we Instagrammed, we Facebooked. That's right, man. We memed all on Facebook. Yeah, Mr. President, you told him. Oh my God, you really let him have it. So, okay, y'all. He's funny. He's got a lot of quips. All right. He just told y'all, I don't have anything else to do except for wait on you to make me do it. That's how politics work. They're not going to volunteer and do a damn thing except to volunteer to campaign for your vote. So now, that's all they volunteer to do. The rest of it is up to you and me as the voters. I don't care if it's your governor, your mayor, your city councilman, the one who's the head of your housing authority or neighborhood housing association. You have to go out and make these elected officials do what you need them to do. You have to put the pressure on them. You have to organize. So black folks, cut the BS if you truly believe you're black. Because some of us don't believe we're black. And I would always mention, there's 44 million African Americans in this country. 44 million individuals. And that's a damn shame. So how about this? Can I get at least 20 million or 15 million of us to get together to make this president do it? To make this president sign laws, sign a bit. But first, I guess we have to get on your local and your state and federal congressmen and senators and stuff, and make them create the laws, or we can create some laws that we want him to enact or sign. That's where the other groups did it. So what makes us so less than or so not able to do what they do? Black folks, I'm talking to you. I don't mind anybody else jumping in who's not black, because sometimes the black folks, though, they seem like they don't have a clue. And y'all, Jesus Christ is not going to do this. God is not going to do this. We're going to have to do this. Hey, thank y'all for listening again. And I'll keep pecking away at the black psyche. I know it's been damaged. Slavery did a number on us, my God. But I'll keep pecking away. Y'all enjoy your evening, and I'll see you next time with my next video. Enjoy the blog sites. On Facebook, Rico the Opinionist. On the blog site, Rico the Opinionist. And what else? My YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. Be cool, everybody. Stop, damn it.